Welcome to this week's Construction Bulletin on Africa, brought to you by Construction Review, Africa's leading construction journal. I'm Eric Mange. In this week's news, Kuwait investors to construct cement factory in Budaka, Uganda, development loan agreement signed in Egypt, projects worth 1.2 billion approved in Nacala, Mozambique, and management plans of Marchica Lagoon in Morocco are offered. Internationally, Brazil's largest solar plant is lost, and in the US, Perot Museum of Nature and Science opens. Today we're also going to look at in other events at the Big 5 International Building and Construction Show 2012, which took place on the 5th to 8th of November this year. Welcome. We begin our bulletin in Uganda, where President Museveni has broken ground for the construction of a cement plant in Daka village, Budaka district, Uganda. The new 5,000-ton per day factory will be constructed by the Dow Group of Kuwait and is expected to be twice the size of the Hima cement factory in Kasese. Presently, Uganda has two cement plants operated by Tororo Cement and Lafarge-owned Hima Cement, resulting in a national installed capacity of 1.9 million tons per annum. The cement factory will provide 10,000 jobs, direct and indirectly, for Ugandans. Meanwhile, the president has also launched works on the new 476 Kampala and Entebbe Expressway project. The expressway is a 51.4-kilometer dual carriageway which will start at the northern bypass Busega roundabout in Kampala, ending at Entebbe Airport, but with a spur to Munyonyo. It will comprise a 4-lane dual carriageway with a 37.23-kilometer road connecting Kampala northern bypass at Busega with the existing Kampala and Entebbe road at Bayita Abababiri. Construction work will last 4 years, ending in 2016. On completion, the expressway will be the second of its kind in Eastern Africa after Ethiopia's 80-kilometer Addis Ababa-Adama expressway. The project is financed by a concessional loan from China Exim Bank with additional funding from the government of Uganda. Now on to Egypt, where the Prime Minister Hisham Kwandil recently witnessed the signing ceremony of 3 loan agreements worth $230 million offered from the Saudi Fund for Development to finance 3 development projects. The agreements came as part of 500 million soft loans offered by the Saudi Fund for Development to fund 3 projects in different sectors such as housing, drinking water, sanitary, health, irrigation, supply, education, and transport. The 3 projects include a silos project to store grains for the General Authority for Supply Commodities with $90 million renewing and replacing irrigation water pumps and drainage, $80 million for a mechanical and electrical authority and supplying Nasir City with drinking water, and $60 million for Executive Agency for drinking water and sanitary drainage. Over now to Mozambique, where the Mozambican authorities have approved private sector projects budgeted at $1.2 billion to be implemented in the Nacala corridor. This is according to Danilo Nala, General Director of the Office of the Accelerated Development Economic Zones, Gazeta. At the same time, $500 million has been mobilized for the public sector, including the rehabilitation of the Nacala Dam, the city's water supply system, its electricity supply and telecommunications, creating 7,000 new jobs. The central feature of the Nacala corridor is the railway from Nacala port to Malawi. Nalas, say that the transport of merchandise will be solved through 3 large projects to be implemented in the area: the construction of Nacala International Airport, the rehabilitation of the port of Nacala, and the conclusion of rehabilitating the roads and railways. Studies undertaken by the government in partnership with the Japanese International Cooperation Agency indicate that the government should support small farmers so that they can draw greater advantage from improved access to markets and technology through cooperation with a growing foreign investment in the sector. King Mohammed VI of Morocco has chaired the presentation ceremony of the management plan of Marchica Lagoon, which will provide innovative mechanisms in urban planning aiming to create a new dynamic of global development, balanced, sustainable, and able to ensure the success of the structuring project. On the occasion, the King launched the construction of tourist residences and a golf academy. This project is intended to promote economic development and tourism in the province. It focuses on the achievements of 145 residential units, a $24 million investment. The agency for the development of the Marchica Lagoon site was created in July 2010. It has established an action plan that covers the period 2010 to 2025 and is based on vision and missions planned around several key areas for action. Now on to the international scene, when we look at Brazil, where the Brazilian power company has announced the commercial startup of the country's largest solar plant in the state of Sao Paulo. The company said the $6.5 million facility has an installed capacity of 1.2 megawatts, eclipsing the MPX-operated 1 megawatt plant in a neighboring state. Speaking at the launch ceremony, company CEO Wilson Ferreira said demand for solar energy is still in its infancy in Brazil, but it will become more established in the coming years, adding that the potential is enormous because Brazil has one of the highest solar radiation indexes in the world. Ferreira revealed that the company, which invests $15 million reals annually on research and development, is discussing plans to add a further 3 solar plants to its portfolio. He further said they believe generation projects with these renewable sources are fundamental to guarantee future supply, and that the company wants to consolidate its leadership in this area. Now, the $185 million Perot Museum of Nature and Science in Dallas, US has opened following 10 years of planning and 3 years of construction. Designed by Thorne Main and his company Morphosis Architects, the 14-story museum is located on a 4.7-acre site north of Dallas and in Victory Park. The 180,000-foot museum has been named in honor of Margot and Ross Perot and his family, who have offered a $50 million gift for the construction of the museum. The museum features 5 floors of public space with 11 exhibition halls and a children's museum with outdoor play space, courtyard, as well as a hall designed to host traveling exhibitions. It also houses a glass-enclosed lobby and adjacent rooftop deck, a multimedia 3D digital cinema with seating capacity for 298 people, an auditorium, a cafe, and a museum shop. The lower level of the structure features a Moody Family Children's Museum, Jan and Trevor S. Jones Exhibition Hall, Sports Hall, and 6 learning labs. Now finally, the Big 5 International Building and Construction Show 2012. The confidence in the building and construction market demonstrated at the Big 5 2012, which took place on 5th to 8th November at Dubai World Trade Center, has further propelled the event's expansion across the Middle East and India. A total of 2,371 exhibitors from 60 countries showcased latest products and technologies from across the building and construction industry. Millions of dollars worth of deals were reported from the exhibition floor. The Big 5 Construct India and the Big 5 Kuwait will both launch in September 2013, taking place from the 2nd to the 4th in Mumbai and 16th to 18th in Kuwait City respectively. White concludes that 2013 will very much be a milestone year. The Big 5 2013 will take place from the 25th to 28th of November at the Dubai World Trade Center. Thank you for choosing to watch Construction Review News once again this week. For more news, the digital version of our print edition, a directory, and much more on the construction industry, don't fail to visit us at constructionreviewonline.com. Until next week, I'm Eric.